Hello friends! In this video tour we present you one of the most visited and unique villages of Spain, Castel de Guadalest. This village is unique in many aspects. Its strategic location on the rocky cliff overlooking the lake, its historical and cultural importance, rich heritage and natural beauty. Its castle has served as a shelter and defense for many centuries, and nowadays it appears to be one of the main touristic attractions in the province of Alicante. You're welcome to walk its medieval streets, visit a historical museum, and climb up to the castle on this tour. Let us to begin. We'll begin by walking the beautiful narrow streets of the town, and it's a good moment to share some important and interesting historical facts about this place. Castle of Guadalest changed hands many times throughout its history. It already existed in the Muslim era and after the Christian conquest of 13th century retained a big part of Islamic population that had been since under the lordship of different Catalan Aragonese nobles. The Cardona family and Orduña family became the most important figures in the history of Guadalest. It is worth mentioning also other peculiar events that formed and changed the appearance of the village. In 1609, the Moriscos, the majority population of the valley, were expelled, creating a great demographic vacuum that was attempted to be filled with the Puebla Charter of 1611. On June 22, 1644, occurred an earthquake that destroyed the castle, and in December of the same year another earthquake of great intensity was repeated. Later in the next century several other earthquakes took place, but were less destructive. During the Spanish Succession War in 1708, the Castillo de San José was blown up, which seriously affected its west wing, and Casa Orduña was set on fire. In the 20th century, in 1953, the construction of water reservoir began and was completed in 1971. This is the time when the tourism starts to play an important role in the development of the municipality. In 1974, El Castel de Guadalest was declared a historical artistic site and has received several tourism awards since then. In 1994, the Casa Orduña building was rehabilitated and transformed into a municipal museum. Also, nowadays the town is part of the most beautiful towns in Spain, and in 2016 it entered the Federation of the Most Beautiful Towns in the World. The church is located right next to the Orduña house. It was built between 1740 and 1753 and has a wonderful altarpiece inside. Now we're entering the Orduña House Municipal Museum that was built by the Orduña family after the great earthquake of 1644 that ruined many towns' buildings including the castle. The Orduña was a family of Basque region that had come to El Castel de Guadalest as trusted people of the Cardonas, who received the title of Marquis of Guadalest in 1542. And the Orduñas were at the service of the Marquesas and acted for almost 300 years as wardens of the fortress and governors of their states. The family provided to its members not only social and political influence, but also the best cultural education that was possible to acquire in the second half of the 18th and 19th century. Most of the family were lawyers and soldiers. In the 19th century, with the suppression of the manors, the Orduñas acquired power and influence over the inhabitants of the valley and also over the La Marina region. As its members held the positions of president of the Alicante Regional Council, civil governors, deputies, and senators in the Spanish courts. The current state of the house corresponds to the time of maximum splendor and influence of the Orduña family. The decoration adapts to the aesthetic taste of the bourgeoisie that lived through the political changes of the second half of the 19th century. This building was a large house in a small town and therefore immersed in a rural environment, geographically far removed from the influence of major cities. The house occupies an irregular terrain and it has 4 levels and a cellar, all of which are accessible by stairs. The people of the family were very religious, and in the house there are many remarkable oil paintings of religious nature. The noble rooms on the second main floor maintain the original traditional arrangement, and we can glance at how the private life was held in the past centuries. There are many typical furniture, canvases, and belongings, as well as a large collection of family photographs. The library is undoubtedly one of the most attractive rooms in the house, and we think we could spend our hours just looking at the different book spines and admire this atmosphere. It has a total of 1,265 volumes, including the catalogue of the Odes collection, consisting of 589 volumes, legal literature, religious, philosophical, and Latin classics. Taking the old stairs of the house will lead us to the ground floor, from where we can access the castle of San Jose. This way, following the nicely made staircase, we climb up to the castle on the top. It is an 11th century fortress built by Muslims. Having a strategic location on the rock, it played an important role throughout the Middle and Modern Ages. Unfortunately, nowadays only several pieces of it are conserved in an untouched state. As you go up, there are several levels, and on all of them you can admire the best views of the town and the lake, as well as magnificent mountain ranges surrounding the castle from all sides. One of the viewpoints faces the seacoast, and you can spot the sea line in the distance, framed by many incredible rock formations. This is definitely a privileged location, and you can appreciate all its splendor and beauty standing on the top. The great nature reserve around the castle makes it a great place for the lovers of an active tourism and adventure sports like hiking, cycling, climbing, and kayaking. We actually couldn't resist and did an amazing day hike climbing up to the top of the mountain nearby that turned out to be one of our favorite hikes and that we share with you in a separate video. Finishing off this video, I want to mention several other museums that can be visited in the town, such as Miniatures Museum, Historical Vehicles Museum, Ethnological and Medieval Museum, among others. Local holidays, festivals, wide range of exhibition and different events are held in the town throughout the year, and you can find the calendar on the official Guadalest website, as well as all the necessary information for planning your visit. Let us know in the comments below, have you ever been to the Guadalest Valley, or would you like to come and visit? Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed this walking tour and get away to history and culture of the region with us, and we invite you to subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one in the future. We wish you all a great day and amazing trip adventures and discoveries. We'll see you very soon. Until next one.